Okay, so I'm just going to go over 3 ways to go ahead and help you get more discipline so that you go to the gym every single day, eat your food and your nutrition and everything like that, or work towards that. I get asked this all the time. How do I stay so disciplined? How do I make it to the gym? I have 2 rest days and 5 workout days that I never miss. And if I miss, I'm in the next week with the next 5, or I'm doubling up and I make it up. So how do I accomplish this? How do I accomplish my cardio? How do I stick to my diet and everything like that? It's these 3 ways that I've done with my life to structure that. So one of them is making promises. I make a lot of promises. I make promises to my clients. I make promises to myself. I make promises to everybody that I know, and they know they can count on me. The reason is because I built that level of trust. When you lose that level of trust with yourself, your body does not recognize or listen to your voice when you speak to it or anything like that, because you don't have the authority in your body anymore. Our mind is set and high wired a certain way to do what it is that you've done for years and continue those processes until you break those. So what am I talking about here? I'm talking about building those promises. So for an example, I wanted to wake up at 5 a.m. every single day. I could not accomplish it when I first started. Then I realized that I could just wake up at the same time every single day. So I set a goal to start waking up at 7 a.m. because it was not as aggressive. So 7 a.m. every single day, and sometimes on the weekends I would sleep in. So I told myself, you know what? I'm going to restructure the goal that I'm setting for myself. So I told myself 7 a.m. every single day, and I get to sleep in on the weekends. What did that do? That rewarded one part of my life and then set a discipline on the rest of it. Now that I kept those promises with myself of waking up every single morning, the trust level that I have within myself is built. Now you get a certain level of trust. This is your level of discipline as well, because when you say, Jamal, I'm going to go ahead and stick to my meal plan, if you break that trust, that's it. Your level of discipline reduces as well. So what am I saying here? If you want to regain that level of trust, you need to start making promises outside of yourself or within yourself, and you need to start accomplishing them. As small as they are or as big as they are, you need to make sure that you get it done, because if you tell yourself, I'm going to take my supplements every day, and then you don't, then you start to lose this level of trust, and then there's a huge void right through here that you need to refill again. So if there's something that you can commit to and that you can stick to, you need to make that agreement and that pact within yourself so that you can start building more trust. So if you're talking about, I'm going to drink 10 ounces of water every single day, and that's an easy enough goal for you to go ahead and accomplish, you start to rebuild that trust within yourself. And you tell yourself, I'm going to wake up 10 minutes earlier every single day, and you do it, you start to rebuild that. Then when you tell yourself, I'm going to commit to 3 days of cardio a week, and you do it, you rebuild that. Now you're at a level playing field, and now you can make bigger goals. Now I'm going to start waking up at 6 a.m. every single day and sleeping in on the weekends. Or you're going to wake up 6 a.m. every single day. And that's how you start to do it. So that's how you start to accomplish those types of things. And making those small goals and accomplishing them. And then the small goals, like I said, are going to be waking up at the same time every day. Now, promises, you can make them outside of yourself. You can tell, your daughter or your son or your brother or your father, you can look them straight in the eyes and tell them, I'm going to see you on Sunday, and I'm going to see you at 10 a.m. Now, it is your mission now and your goal to make sure that happens at the same exact time, or if not earlier. So you get there 10, 30 minutes earlier, because you made that promise within yourself. So be very careful what promises you make outward of yourself. And you can go ahead and negate and say no when you have certain things that you need to accomplish that would conflict and don't allow you to accomplish that goal. And then training your body with rewards. So I used to do this when I was younger, but I would train myself to go to the gym by taking pre-workout, no matter the time, no matter what I was doing, So it would initiate me going into the gym and create that habit for me. This is not something that you need to do, but what I was trying to do was this. This is rewarding myself. So I used to be a big video gamer, during COVID and everything like that. And then I was addicted to video games, so I had to train myself to stop playing video games. So the way that I went ahead and did so was by starting to get some work done and committing to hours of work and then rewarding myself with video games. I've even done this with my diet where it's like, okay, I want to diet hard, so I'm going to eat my favorite meal, on Tuesday or Wednesday or Friday, depending on how disciplined my diet was. So I would have like a slice of pizza after I burn 500 calories on the treadmill because I want to reward myself. But after you do so much reward and you build that level of trust with yourself, then you can go ahead and get rid of any of those rewards and still follow through without the reward. So, for instance, if you have an hour of work to do, can you commit to 15 minutes of doing that work and then, reward yourself with watching your favorite Netflix series or something like that? That's how you start to train yourself into doing the hard tasks and doing your purposeful tasks over the tasks that you pleasure, which could be just laying around and sitting down and not doing anything for the entire day. But can you get your stuff done first? Or can you line up your schedule to reward yourself after so that you can start to commit into the lifestyle that you want to embody, whether that's through your nutrition, through your career, or through your health or anything like that. So I hope this helps you. I was able to cut it down for a minute down, so